Greetings, I'm Barrett and welcome to Meet Me at the Table. Today we're going to be doing an unboxing of the all-in pledge for Chronicles of Drunagor, the Age of Darkness. This is a full all-in pledge and I'm excited to show you all the things that come for this game. Now before we do start the unboxing, I do want to thank Colin over at the One Stop Co-op Shop. This is actually his pledge that I'm doing an unboxing of and it's going to be absolutely phenomenal. We're really excited for this game. Both he and I are going to be putting it on our channels. We're going to be recording this one together, hopefully. Of course, things may make that not happen, but for the most part, our plan is to do this together, and we're going to be putting it out on both my channel and One Stop Co-op Shop, so please stay tuned for that. After we do this unboxing, we're going to get right to that game. It's going to be amazing. So let's go ahead and start with the core box, then we're going to go through all the different things that were unlocked during the Kickstarter. And this is going to be absolutely amazing. So this game is by Creative Games Studio, and is a dungeon crawler that can be played either solo or co-op with up to 5 players. This game has some really unique things going for it. One, of course, is it has these 3D elements to it. You can actually, the terrain itself is going to be 3D. It's going to be built up on these little things. You're going to see that inside the core box. I'm excited to show this to you. It also has a giant campaign that you're going to be going through. And it also is going to interact with the community itself by having QR codes that are going to be able to unlock different things that happen as you go through the game. And some of it's even going to be community driven that you can decide if you want to use inside this game. There's so many awesome things going on. Let's go ahead and get to this unboxing and see what is in the box for Chronicles of Darkness, or sorry, Drunagor, Age of Darkness. All right, the first thing we got, of course, is a cool, awesome thing that's going to be amazing. Check this thing out. This is the new Kickstarter coming, and it's the, by 2021, the apocalypse is coming. Look at that miniature. Out of control, the Famine Horseman boss miniature. Oh, it's going to be like the 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse. I'm excited to see what this is going to be all about as it comes out. Of course, there are some, there's a thank you letter. There's a player aid chart that's coming with this as well. They also have, here's the adventure book. One thing you're not going to see in this box is the quick start guide and also the rule book. Colin over in has it at his house. He's reading through them right now so we can get to playing this game right away and get it to the channel so you guys can all see how this game is played. This is the adventure book, though, that you're going to be going through. Now, some unique things about the adventure book that I think is really cool is hopefully I can find part of it in here. Is as you're playing through, you're going to be, here it is, oh, check this out. You're going to be choosing things based on what you see in the picture. Now, I don't know what any of these things are, and I don't want to spoil too much of the game since it's the only thing you're going to see, and it's really, I think, from about the first chapter of the game. And whatever you choose, you're going to be moving into that part of the book to read through it. So this is going to be really cool to see how that all plays out and what is in store for us. Oh, we have some player guide things here. We can write down our heroes' names and all the things that happen, so it's like our save sheets. Those are really handy. Now look at all this other cool stuff. There's going to be a lot of different tiles in this that we're going to go through. And we have the interaction book we're going to look at. We have a super awesome bag. That's amazing. I love bags. Now these are the door cards. Oh, and here's the QR codes I'm talking about. So as you scan through this QR code, this door is going to have something happen based on this QR code that you scan. So really, look at how many there are. Oh my gosh, astronomical amount. We're going to go through all those too. And then we have our punch boards. There's a few punch boards here. And check this out. This is something that's happening more and more that I'm really a big fan of. You can put your whole character, I believe, inside this. It's going to have all probably its upgrades, maybe the cubes that they use, and the miniature itself could all fit in this, and you can just have it ready to go. So when it's your turn, here's your character. Boom, right on the board, ready to go. That's awesome. I myself have started doing stuff like that similar, but I don't have those buffs. For example, check this out. This is from Gloomhaven. I've done this with some of these for games I have. So it has your entire character in there, your miniature, all the different things, and their cards. This, of course, is a Gloomhaven character. And then so if you wanted to play this character, boom, you're ready to go. I've also done that for games like Myth. Myth also I have these for, where now they have the entire action deck in here. You got all the different tokens and things from that character. Once you've finished the game for the day, you go ahead, put everything in here, and you're ready to bring it back out. These, oh, by the way, if anybody's wondering what these are, they're called super stackers. I found these at my local craft store, Joanne Fabrics or Michael's. But if you look up for the super stackers like on Amazon or something, you might find them there. That's what I use for those. But that's beyond the point. You don't need to do anymore. Check these out. They got them in here. These are really cool. They have some colored rings that are going to go with our characters, I think. And we're just going to go through all of it. Oh my gosh, look at all this stuff. This is going to be absolutely amazing. I'm super excited to go through this all. Let's start with what was on top and see what it is. This first box really just has some of the colored rings that you're going to be putting on enemies or heroes. Pretty cool. We're going to put that one aside. We have a whole bunch of cards. The first, we have 84 of these equipment cards. Let's go ahead and take a look at one of the equipment cards here. Let's see here. It looks like we have found a greater symbol of power. +1 damage. Your prevents gained +1 bonus. I'll see how that works when we start playing the game. But though we have 84 of these things. Wow, 84 equipment cards. We also have 13 different adventure cards here. I'm not sure what these are going to do. Well, let's go ahead and take a look at one of these. We have a friendly, whatever that means, with, I'm guessing that's his health. Maybe it's an attack and what he could be resistant to, or maybe what he attacks with. So there's different type of adventure cards that we're going to be able to find. We also have 18 treasure cards. Now these I'm not going to look at. I'm sorry, you're not going to see any of these. I'm going to be super surprised when I see what some of these are. So we have some treasure cards. We also have our character card. These are our initiative cards. So once these, I'm going to guess you're putting them into initiative order. You'll know who goes next. Followed by the skills for your character that you're going to be able to upgrade into. So these are all the different skills for our characters here. Pretty awesome. We have, oh, these are going to be, look at these characters. This art's pretty awesome. Look at these people. These are pretty cool guys. All right, let's see what else we have here. Looks like we have, oh, we have our starting gear as well. Depending on who you get, I'm sure you have certain starting gear, an edge-bladed axe, and these are dual-sided. So on the back of one, we got a blood sword on one side, and we've got, what's this? The wooden staff on the other. So depending on what class your character you take, I'm sure, or maybe the route you go in order to level your characters up, or what like class type you take, you're going to get certain types of starting equipment is my guess. We're going to continue on here. We also have all of our enemies here. These are all the different enemy cards. We have, what is this? A shadow vampire. Ooh, that looks pretty cool. And of course, all these different things will be explained, and we'll talk about them during the playthrough as we go through it. A lot of different enemies. That's pretty neat. We also have dungeon roll cards. We'll have to see how these work again in the playthrough. We have one, we can be a controller, lethargy, 3 damage, and knockdown. I'm guessing if that, now this game does have a lot of cubes you're going to see as we continue unboxing, and I believe placing the cubes make things happen, so I'm sure that if you're able to do these type of placing the cubes in certain places are going to make certain things happen. Must all be on the back. Yeah, well, here they all are. Okay, so that was on the wrong side. So we do have a lot of different things that are going to happen with our dungeon roll cards. We then have some level up cards. We get 3 of these. I'm sure it just explains how to level your character up. Choose one. You can either choose Focus, Shield, Cleanse, or Heal 2, a bonus buff. All right, I'm sure that's going to be kind of cool as we go through it. We have Draw Rune cards. I have no idea what card. This is Commander Attack. All commanders attack. I'm sure that can't be good. Probably not at all. Then we have, I believe these are going to be more based on the class you decide to take, the different skills you can do. You can do Warrior, Ranger, Mage, Cleric, or Assassin. Awesome. Then it looks like we have our 5 Undead King cards. I don't want to look too much into those because I'm guessing that might be one of the bosses that you have to fight, and I'd hate to spoil exactly how that all works. Next, we have all of our punch boards here. We have an absolutely monstrous amount of tokens that we're going to have to go through. We have different rune tokens down here. These are going to have to do with a lot of different status ailments and boons that come out. We also have these. These are geometric darkness tiles that you're going to be able to punch out and replace them on the board to probably denote places we can't go or places that we'd have to explore. And there's just a ton of these tokens. Look at this. Absolutely amazing. And look at all this darkness stuff we're going to have to find. Oh, look, this is a new one. This is going to be pretty cool. We have right down here, this, oh, it all connects together. This is our initiative track. And it's going to go, it probably have different connecting points, probably like that. There we go, just like that. If we can't see it, but better if I put it on the screen. We have, that's our connecting point for this entire big long track we have here. Oh, we also have some tiles here. These are going to be our, well, just probably some tiles. The different tiles that are going to go on the board. That's pretty cool. Let's see if they're on the back of the, oh, there we go, difference here. Oh, it looks like a big bridge. Take a look, we got bridge tiles here. And these tokens are double-sided, and they do different things sometimes on the other side. Some of them stay the same. Some of them increase in power, it looks like. So you probably want the boons to be good on both sides, and want the bad ones to not be so bad. So those are all of our punch boards. I'm not going to punch all this stuff out, but just know there's like 364 different tokens you're going to punch out. Well, they want to be all different, but there's a lot of different tokens. These are all of those door cards I was talking about. Look at all these. And each one of these is built for a different chapter. For example, this one's for the encounter with evil. This one is for chapter 13, Across the Shadows. And I'm sure some of these are down here going to be for the first one here. Chapter 2, The Missing Brick River. Chapter 1, The Road to Black River. So this is going to be our door card for that. You know, it doesn't look like a door. Then what you do is you dare to tempt the hand of fate. Using this QR code, you will be directed to the Our Door database where new challenges await you. So behind this card, I'm sure, is the challenge they were planning to use. But if you want to go here, you can maybe do a different challenge that maybe they have created or maybe somebody else has created, which is pretty awesome. Next, we have our interaction book. This is mainly what I was trying to talk about when I showed you that picture. Look at this. You're able to go to this page, and then you're going to choose one of these numbers. So for example, I could pull the torch. If you do, you go to this number. Or in this side, I could go ahead and choose which one of these I want to pick up. I could pick up the damaged bow, or the bloody axe, or the shield, or the crossbow. I could examine the scroll. You're never going to know what happens. So as you play through the adventure, it's going to tell you to turn to one of these pages, I'm sure, and then you're going to pick something out of here to have happen to you. Oh, look what's going on there. All right, that's all I want to show. I don't want to show too much. Don't want to spoil the game. All right, let's continue on. We've got a lot more of these tiles, and I'm sure that if I open this, it's just going to be a bunch of tiles in here. But just know that all these tiles are going to be on top of these three-dimensional grids. And be aware that these tiles are, of course, double-sided. So there's a lot of stuff going on in this game. Oh, man, I'm really excited to get this to the table. Oh, boy, Colin's got to read that rulebook fast so we can get to playing. This is going to be amazing. All right, that's cool. Oh, here it is, the moment you've been waiting for. Let's go ahead and check out our characters. We have, who is it here? Irios, the elf assassin. Pretty awesome. So she, I believe, starts with these skills here, or he, and then as you level him up, you're going to be able to put other skills alongside here. He also gets his equipment, which is going to go over here, which is pretty awesome. He starts with some, oh, this is going to be absolutely cool. This, I'm guessing, is his health up here that he's going to have. Oh, maybe not. Maybe it's something different, because look at this guy. He's got 10 health, too. Here's the cleric. Pretty awesome. Jahim. Is that how you pronounce it? Jaheen, I think. And then we got L'Oreal. Leah, I think I'm actually butchered. I think I'm 0 for 3 on the names, but that's okay. Available action cubes you're going to put here. So this game does have, like I said, a lot of cubes you're going to be using to place to determine what you're doing or what is being done to you. We have Maya, I'm sure I got that one right, the human ranger. And we have Vorn, the dwarf warrior. Oh, cool. So we got a lot of different people. Then we got the Undead King. He's, I'm guessing, the main boss, because he's the only boss one we have. And then we got the camp. I'm guessing after each adventure, you're able to go back to the camp, and you're going to be doing all the different things that happen on here. Cool, cool. I'm sure these are, oh, it is double-sided. Now I don't know what this is. Oh, these are conditioned. Okay, we have different conditions we'll be dealing with. I wonder if there's anything on the back of these. Well, he's got one. Oh, Duncan. Chronicles of Drunagor, Age of Darkness. Oh, so these are double-sided. You could be a totally different character, a human mage, or an elf mage. So they are the same class. It's just a matter of who you want to be. That's pretty cool. Oh, look at that. Shadow. Hate to meet her in a dark alley. That'd be bad news city. All right, we're going to put those down. And look, we have more of these trays by Game Trays that we're going to be using. These could be part of the 3D elements that we're going to be using. Oh, wow, look at this. There's going to be more of these different tiles. I'm not going to open these all up. I think you get the gist as to what those are. And then you just be able to put all the tokens would go right in here. Oh, this is going to be super easy to clean up and set up. Oh, I'm a big fan of how this game's looking so far. We have a lot of our miniatures. We're going to go through these miniatures. Oh my gosh, I'm going to start with this guy right here. Look at this guy. Oh boy, he's out of control. This is obviously the big bad boss, I'm sure. Oh, look at this. I'm a big fan of some of the recent games I've gotten have actually based the game as well, which is really cool. So this whole base is already here. It's not just a miniature placed down there and you got to figure out what to do with the base. They've already done it, because I don't think I would have thought of doing that with the base, because that's amazing. All right, we have that guy. I'm going to go through all this stuff. Here's another set of things, game trays. This might be some of the stuff we're playing on top of. I'll have to look into it. And look, here's all the cubes. See, when I was talking about placing cubes, I wasn't kidding. Look at all these cubes. There's an astronomical amount of cubes. Amazing. More trays down here that we're going to be using. Wow, this box just keeps on going. And then finally we got some miniatures. Let's look at some of the bigger miniatures, and then we'll look at some of the smaller miniatures. Let's look at this guy. Now, of course, all these miniatures have certain names to them. This guy right here, for example, is one of the abominations. He's right here. Oh, that's actually really cool looking. I'm pretty impressed by that sculpt. I like it. And it's actually pretty lightweight too. I'm surprised at how big it is. All right, then we got our Shadow King miniatures. We got 3 of these guys. These guys look pretty neat. And nice to see as I throw them back in there. So those are the ones on the bottom. Let's go ahead and check out the other ones. Right here, it looks like we have the evil cultists. These are I'm sure these are cultists, shadow cultist miniatures. They look pretty cool. I'm pretty excited about that. Let's see what else we have here. It looks like we have, oh, what's this guy? Oh, this is one of the heroes. This is the assassin hero. Pretty awesome. Let's see who else we have here. Oh, we have the cleric, I think is who this is. We got the cleric right here, standing upright like that. Pretty excited. I like that. We also have one of the dark vampire miniatures here. Here he is, dark vampire roar. Pretty cool. We have got a whole bunch of these little things here. We've got another miniature from the heroes. This is the archer, or ranger, I mean. We've got this guy. Look at that guy with double sights. That's pretty sweet. And the last thing we have is just some dice, a 20-sider, and then a custom 6-sider that has 2 blank sides, and then 4 sides that actually have something on them that we'll be using probably during the playthrough. I'm sure this has to do with movement. That's all for the base game, but I did want to show you how this works. So this could be one of the levels of the game we're playing on, and then you just place what it is on top of there. And then you could have another one that could maybe be right here, so it's on 2 different levels. And different things I'm sure are going to happen on the different levels. And you can even get other ones on top of this that make it even higher up here. So you can get another set of levels that is just going to go right up onto here, and then this could be another level and another level on top of that, and you're going to put those other tiles right on here to play it. And then you're going to get those shadow tiles you're going to place on here that's probably going to cover up things that you either can't go to or you have to uncover yourself. But I'm pretty excited as to the way this game is going to play. I think it's going to be really cool. I'm excited to get this to the table with Colin, and it's the core box. There's so much more to show you. Let's go on to all the stretch goal stuff. The next box we're going to open is the Age of Darkness Spoils of War. We're going to see what's in here. I'm sure it's going to be awesome. I see a huge giant dragon on the cover. Could be a foreshadow of what is in here. We have, again, the list of everything that's in here, which is pretty cool. Credits. And what's in this? Deluxe player boards. Oh, this is going to be part of the stretch goals. People asked for like a deluxe way of playing. They had a player board originally built, and I don't think it was well received by the community, so they redid the concept of the player boards, and we'll see how this works. But you can multi-class, which is part of the cool thing about this. So not only do you have to play an assassin, you can play an assassin, what is it? Assassin mage. That's pretty cool. Or you could play a, which then you'll put, or you could just play a straight assassin and put it over here. So let's go ahead and take a look. Oh my gosh, look at these. Here's the enhanced player boards from all those ones you saw earlier. This is so much better. Oh my gosh. We have to take a look at these new player boards. We have Maya. This is the one, I believe these are all from the original one, Shadow. And I bet they're double-sided. Yep, because they've got the counterpart on the back. That's pretty awesome. We got Pietro, and then we've got Yakin, we've got Arcanos, and we've got Lorela. I'm totally killing these names. Duncan, and on the back we've got Vorn, Sweet, Torque, and Katarina, fantastic. Warriors, Human Paladin, Jade. These are new characters. Jade and another one. I'm just going to butcher the names. I'm just going to show you the pictures. We've got Shadow Knight. Oh, that sounds pretty cool. This is the vampire one. No, these are, yeah, Vampire Shadow Knight. Sweet. We got Orc Sorcerer and a Draconian Sorcerer. We got a Halfling Bard. We got a Human Bard. I know I'm going through these kind of fast, but these are kind of cool. A Druid. Wow, look at this. Oh, she got a wolf. That's cool. A human monk. Oh, I might play the monk. The monk would be pretty cool. There's only one monk. Oh, I might be the monk. That might be pretty awesome. What do you think? Should I be the monk? You have to let me know in the comments below who I should play. You saw the characters, but let me know who you want to see, and we'll try to play that character. Of course, I might just play the monk because it looks pretty cool. All right, let's take a look at everything else that's in here. Again, a whole bunch of miniatures and cards. And, oh, I think this is going to be what I'm hoping for. These are going to be all the alternate sculpts of the characters. Yes. So here's the alternate sculpt of the assassin. So the base game comes with just the one set of sculpts for the base 5 heroes, but only one side of the card. These are going to be all the alternate sculpts, plus of course the ones that are going to go with the other. Here it is. Here's the monk. Look at the monk. Haha. Totally awesome. I might go ahead and just play her. We have some treasure chests. We have the wolf that we saw. The wolf is in here as well. So those are some of the miniatures. We're going to go ahead and take a look at the rest over here and see what else do we have here. We have some more enemies. I'm not going to go through these cards. These cards are just going to be more skills and more enemy cards, I'm guessing. I don't think there's going to be much more. There might be some stuff for some of the campaign stuff, but I think this is all just stretch goal material. I don't think there's anything that's really going to be campaigning in here. We have, of course, like I said, new enemies. So look at this, 5 armed person as I make a loud noise. Pretty cool looking. Oh, these are going to be probably some of the harder, tougher monsters, I'm guessing. Look at that guy. Looks like looks like something out of the Aliens movies. Amazing. All right, those are going to be some of the miniatures. I don't want to see all of them, but they are all pretty cool. These are the, okay, so if you want to use the original player boards, they're right here for all the ones that you saw from the enhanced version. Here's the stuff I was talking about when it came to being able to multi-class your characters. Let's go ahead and open this up and take a look at it. Oh, this would be sweet. So, of course, we have our assassin on this side, but if you wanted, you can make a mage assassin. That's pretty cool. We have our hero class for the barbarian, or we could be a barbarian guardian. Pretty cool. Let's see what else we got. The bard. Okay, these are all the regular ones. I'm going to flip them over so we can see what they multi-class into. A barbarian or warrior cleric. That would be like a paladin, I'm guessing. How? Oh, I see. Maybe that's how this is supposed to work. Shadow Knight and Sorcerer. Maybe that's how you get the Death Knight type character. Oh, here's the Shadow Knight and Sorcerer again. On the other side, it is the Shade Knight. Nope, Shadow Knight, and here is the Sorcerer. Okay, so I'm probably wrong as usual. Range and Ranger Bard, Paladin Barbarian, a Monk Druid. Oh, that might be the path I go down. Or is this Monk one going to be super awesome? I'm not sure. All right, so those are all the different multi-classing things we can do. Now, these are our dungeon roll, I guess. Sadly, I don't know what this is exactly. We're going to open it up, though, and take a look at it. But I think it has to do with your dungeon roll, from what I gather. And let's see what it says. They're just going to be, I think there might just be things that are going to help you know how to work. Oh, no, they all are different. Huh. Striker, leader, support, defender, and control. Oh, I see. So these are going to be your role. Instead of having all those cards, I believe you just have to worry about having this strip. There are a bunch of cards that went with these for controller and striker and support, but instead I think you can just use this strip and you know what's going on. I think that's pretty awesome. And it looks like you have the ability to put everything back in here just like you do in the base box. Fantastic. We have another big box expansion. This is the Rise of the Undead Dragon, which comes with 2 new classes, or heroes, I guess you could play, of a new class Paladin, which would be pretty awesome. Let's go ahead and unbox this. There's our new class right here, and it has the same type of player boards as you get from the base game. We have some more tiles that we're going to be able to play with, and then we have a whole nother little mini campaign for the Rise of the Undead Dragon. That's going to be really cool. Oh my goodness, look at this guy. He takes up the whole box. Oh wow, check out this miniature. Out of control. This dragon looks really cool. And it's, like I said, fully based. That's amazing. I don't even have to base this thing. I just got to prime it, paint these gray and wash them black. I could make the dragon whatever color I want, but most of the time I usually go by what is actually on the box, so he's probably going to start looking like that, the best I can do. That's amazing. He's amazing. That's out of control. Let's see, how do I get him in here? He came in, there we go, just like that. Let's go ahead and remove him, and there's more stuff on the bottom here. We have, again, more treasure chests. We have a enemy type here. I'm not sure what enemy this is. It's inside this set of cards here that I'm not going to go ahead and open because, again, this is just going to be the class cards. Oh, it's a corrupted farmer. How about that? Poor farmer. He got corrupted. He turned into this. Oh, man. Oh, poor guy. All right. So there are also going to be the skill cards for our heroes as well in there. And we have some more treasure chests that we're going to put out there. And then again, we have more doors. And these are already folded up. So I'm going to actually open this because I want you to see how this works. These are already folded up for us. So the way the door works then is you have the door out there, and when you actually go to open it, you're going to go ahead, open this up, and then read what's on the inside. Now, I'm not going to read what's on the inside, but I just wanted you to see. So even when it's out on there, you're not even sure what it is until you open it. Once you open it, I believe it's going to uncover what is behind the door. And it's going to, including, you're going to set up your like a map tiles or maybe enemies back there or something. And again, just like before, you can scan the QR code to make something different from what is actually inside the base game that they decided to do. That's this unboxing of this expansion. Let's go on to the more of stuff. Here's another expansion, the Desert of Hellscar, with a Barbarian as a new class. Let's go ahead and take a look inside this one. We have a huge, giant miniature of awesome. A huge, awesome miniature, something looks like a worm out of Tremors. Where's Kevin Bacon when I need him? We'll go ahead and put that there. Of course, we have a nice little mini campaign that goes along with it. It's awesome. Again, we're going to get neat little terrain pieces that fit the actual concept of this desert atmosphere. And we have miniatures, and we have more cards and door cards. This is going to be the boss. It's going to be the skill cards for our barbarians. It's going to have the little enemies in there as well, the cards for them. Here's the miniature for this barbarian. Pretty cool looking. Oh, here's an orc barbarian. Look at this guy. Pretty cool. Again, I think we have enough treasure chests. I think they're starting to come out our ears. I don't know if I need that many treasure chests. Underneath here is going to be all the player material that goes with this. We have the boss itself, which is glaring like crazy. Right here, I'm guessing these are all the different things he's going to do based on what he had, what token maybe gets drawn or something. Here's him on the back. Okay, oh my gosh, that better not be his health. 30 times. Oh boy, he's pretty tough, I'm going to guess. Here's our barbarian and Torque. Now, of course, these were also in a lot of this extra material that you're getting from this game, they've already done the enhancements inside that stretch goals box, which is pretty cool. So we're going to go ahead, put this all back, and go on to the next box. This is Monster Pack 1. We'll see what's in here. I'm sure it's going to be monsters. Oh, we got actually a really cool, big-looking monster. And we have, of course, all their cards that go along with the monsters. Let's go ahead and take a look at what we got. We've got what looks like the first one here. This is the Scout of Darkness. Everything. Why can't they ever be the scouts of happy bunnies and cute things? But no, they're not. They're bad things. Next, we have this. What is this thing? This thing's amazing. It's a giant guy with a demon dude. He's got an axe with a chain on it. Why not? Why not? He didn't axe. Got an axe, might as well put a chain on it. That's awesome. So that's our boss pack. It's got 2 new minion type or mini enemies, and we got more of a giant, bigger enemy as well. So that's the boss pack, or sorry, the monster pack. And I've got a couple more boxes here. We have a human Shadow Knight. So the deal with these, I think, is just going to be the miniature, because we have the player card, the advanced player card in the expansion part. Oh, we do come with the regular player card. And then we have his deck of cards and his skills and his initiative track card. And then you also have his miniature as well. So all of those are, I think I have a couple more of these that are going to be very similar. And I'm just going to show you the box, because you're going to get the idea of what's actually in all of these based on what we saw inside that stretch goals box and what you've already seen from this box itself. Okay, so I lied. That was just a character, but look at this. We've got an adventure pack. So this must have a whole adventure built in here. Just this one little box is a big giant adventure. That's awesome. Comes with its own tiles. That's going to be part of the adventure. It's got its own monsters. That's going to be part of its adventure. That's sweet. So just alone, we've got a whole nother adventure here with the door cards and the monsters. And we have 2 of these. So we got another one that's probably going to be exactly the same. We're going to go ahead and take a look at it. Oh, wow, there's so much to do in this game. I wonder how many hours of gameplay is in these boxes. It has to be astronomical. Let's go ahead and check out the Rune of Lucanor. I'm sure this is going to be the same as that last one. It's going to have its own little adventure pack in here and have its own thing with its tiles. Yes, it does. And it has its own set of monsters that go along with it. And underneath here are those door cards as well. So again, a whole adventure in one box. Wow, that's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and take a look at the back of this just for the heck of it. Maybe it tells me how long this gameplay is in here. 15 minutes per player. Really? They only have 15 minutes per player for this one little box? Oh, come on. It's got to be more than that. All right, those are done. I do have a couple more things to show you. One thing is this dice set. It's got its own little dice set. So everybody gets a 20-sider. Oh, that's going to be sweet. Oh, we got oh, that's going to be okay, that's the 1. You don't want to roll that. I bet that's the same on all these, right? Yep, okay, so they're all the same type of 20-siders. So it's this neat little War Darkness dice set for the Chronicles of Drunagor. Then I also have these player trays. Let's take a look. So there are 5 of these player trays in here. Now, this might be a miss. I don't think this is going to fit the enhanced version of these. I think this is just going to fit the regular version of the player cards, but it does look like you get to insert your cards up here. It has a way to be able to track things, and it also comes with these things to be able to put down here to point to different things. All right, for health tokens, these are to be able to track your health is my guess, and there's 5 of them, and they all come with the same type of thing. So that's what's inside that player trays. I'm a big fan of player trays, but I was wondering if I don't think these are going to fit the enhanced version of those player mats, but that's okay. Lastly, we have this. Build your own dungeon. Now in here are just more trays and tiles that you can use to create your own dungeon, because I believe the community is able to create things as well and be able to post them just like you can with those QR codes, which is pretty cool. So this is one, oh my gosh, this is actually pretty cool. Look at this. You got these things. These are pretty neat. So you stick these tiles on here, you can create your own little dungeon. I'm a big fan of this. I might actually use this for my Dungeons & Dragons campaign. These are pretty awesome. All right, that's what's inside your Build Your Own Dungeon. And that's it. That's the unboxing of Chronicles of Drunagor, the Age of Darkness. I'm really pumped to get this game to the table. I'm super excited to play. I'm probably going to play that monk unless you guys think I should play somebody else. Please let me know in the comments below who you think I should play. If you did enjoy this unboxing, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell symbol so you know when this playthrough comes out. It's going to be masterfully awesome. I'm super excited to move around on those 3D things, and I'm hoping to take down this guy at one point. Now, this game can be a campaign, or you can play it as a standalone adventures, and each one of the adventures being played standalone gives like an upgrade to be able to put you in the area that you should have in order to be able to take on the monsters that you're going to be taking on in that part of the story, though you might want to, though you're playing it farther along in the game. I hope that made sense. I think it kind of did in a roundabout way. So that's it for this unboxing. If please, as always, leave anything in the comments below. I would love to hear from everyone. This is pretty neat. Do you have this game? Are you wishing you would have got a chance to get a copy of this game? Or are you excited even for the next thing, the Age of Apocalypse? Again, thank you so much for watching. And if you're excited to see what comes next, then I need you to meet me at the table.